Before we get into the Cuomo stuff, I just want to show you guys another little story that probably didn't make the headlines, and another set of charges that just magically got dropped. Imagine that. Who could have possibly seen that coming? U.S. prosecutors drop criminal case against Jeffrey Epstein's jail guards. Again, I'm not simping for Jeffrey Epstein. Of course not. I'm just saying we're never going to figure out if he did in fact kill himself or not. That's what's on the record, okay? Just never look into anything further than, you know what, hey, guards falling asleep, okay? Obviously, and then those security cameras magically getting turned off, and that there's no way in hell that the tensile strength was possible based on the limited amount of space that was afforded to him in order to properly asphyxiate himself. Definitely don't rationalize any of that stuff, and definitely don't draw the parallels between Ghislaine Maxwell going away, all of the names getting, redacted and locked up for histories, and lawmakers in the future to have to uncover and unseal at a undisclosed amount of time when none of that shit will ever be relevant whatsoever once again, and then these charges just magically disappearing. Oh man, there's nothing to see here now. Could there be? But just a little bit on this. U.S. prosecutors have dropped their criminal case against 2 jail guards who were in the Manhattan Correctional Center in New York on the night that disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein purportedly killed himself. In a legal notice, prosecutors informed the judge that they wish to abandon the criminal proceedings against Manhattan jail guards Tova Noel and Michael Thomas. Oh, Tova Noel, they should have dropped these charges a little bit earlier, to just, continue with the theme. Who were accused of slacking on the job when they were meant to be checking on Epstein at the time that he died. Epstein was in connection with so many powerful and wealthy people that we'll never know because those names are sealed. Anyways, on to Cuomo. Prosecutor drops groping charge against former New York Governor Cuomo. Wow. When all of these shoes were dropping midway through last year, I said that, yep, he got a sweet deal. He would not get prosecuted for any wrongdoing. He would just step down quietly so that other people wouldn't get charged with anything else, okay? That no more investigations, no more probes into his other blue state counterparts, no investigation into Whitmer's policies, no investigation into Tom Wolf's policies, nothing out in Jersey. Nope, couldn't possibly be looking at any of those other dead grandmas that are out there. We kind of know that, yeah, it's a little bit bullshit that, you look down somebody's dress and you said, hey, nice tits, or you want to have a sausage, hey, yeah. Maybe you were a little bit handsy, okay? Obviously, there was nothing that was, like actual sexual harassment or anything that we could charge you with. But if you just go ahead and step down real quick, we could just get through this real quickly. If you do that, it'd be a great big boon for us there, Andy, and we'll go ahead and set you up with a nice golden parachute. So this was completely and totally fucking foreseeable. Sorry to blackpill everybody today, but just the fucking facts, I guess. New York prosecutor on Tuesday dropped a groping charge against former Governor Andrew Cuomo, alleging he could not prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. No shit. I looked through those fucking reports that was there, and what was it from? You look good today, your hair smells nice, and yeah, you're a cute girl. That was basically what everything fucking boiled down to. Oh yeah, you want to play strip poker? Ha ha ha, jokes, jokes, jokes. Try to criminalize that shit? Again, no sympathy for what he did when it comes to nursing home deaths, but all of this fucking Me Too garbage, yeah, it was fucking bullshit from the outset, but that's what his base cares about, so that's what they had to hang him on, and now he's getting off scot-free. No shit. Who could have seen that coming? Albany District Court Attorney David Soares, a Democrat, said that prosecutors in his office found the woman who filed the complaint both cooperative and credible, but the review of the evidence led them to conclude that we cannot meet our burden at trial. Yeah, exactly. She felt like she was really offended by the comment, but yeah, emotions and facts and all that fun stuff doesn't really add up. Soares notified the court the prosecutors won't be prosecuting the matter and asked if the charges filed at the Albany County Sheriff's Office dismissed. Yep, I, like most New Yorkers, remain deeply troubled by the allegations. Allegations are not charges, and you're just proving that. Like the ones at issue here, such conduct has no place in government or in any workplace. Cool, but you couldn't prove it, so you're just railing against a hypothetical, railing against a straw man. But you got a greasy man right there. Although avenues for criminal prosecution in this case are somewhat limited, I encourage victims of workplace harassment to file frivolous civil lawsuits. And abuse to continue to come forward and bring these issues to light. Only if they're credible, though. Don't waste my fucking time. The decision not to prosecute the case is not related to any possible civil liability. Of course not. These bitches could cash out, but if they know what's good for them, Soares said in the letter in November 2021 that the criminal complaint filed by the sheriff was potentially defective. No shit. Because it allegedly left out evidence that could be exculpatory. Okay, cool. So any evidence at all. The complaint accused Cuomo of touching a woman under her shirt. Yeah, it's a bitch to fucking prove that. Just saying. The investigation by the law firm on behalf of New York legislatures concluded there was overwhelming evidence. Again, we have overwhelming evidence. Can you prove or show any of it? We have the overwhelming evidence. Okay, we got it. After a team taped, the New York Attorney General Letitia James found Cuomo both sexually harassed and abused women, and she didn't file any fucking charges. Yep, all of that for nothing. But again, okay, you know what? It's like I said, okay? If you were going to hang him on anything, it should have been the nursing home deaths. That's what you should be going against him. That shit ain't fucking happening. Of course, he took the deal. This was never going to happen for the reasons that I fucking explained. They're all going to get away with all of this shit. The pandemic is just going to be over, and all of the lives that were ruined, all of the increases in depression, anxiety, addiction, okay? The people that are dead, the people that were they're made destitute, they're gonna get away with fucking all of it. Manhattan DA won't charge Andrew Cuomo in nursing home probe. This is the place where they actually have the numbers. They know that he covered up the amount of people that fucking died. 16,000 people just got swept under the rug until that was uncovered. They know what was there, okay? But it was a widely implemented policy that was out there, and there are too many people to go after, too many reliable allies to either the Joe Biden wing or the Kamala Harris wing, and that's why this shit is just gonna fucking go away, and there will be no justice for all of those lives that were fucking ruined. Prosecutor in Manhattan said New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, didn't break the law when the administration misled the public about the amount of COVID-19 deaths linked to nursing homes. Really? Really? Okay. According to the former governor's attorney on Monday, Elkin Abrahamowitz, oy vey! Cuomo's attorney issued a statement to the news outlet saying the Democrat was told on Monday that the Manhattan's district attorney's office that had complemented an investigation wouldn't bring charges against him. I was contacted today by the head of the elder care unit from the Manhattan district attorney's office, who informed me that they had closed the investigation involving the executive chamber and nursing homes, Abrahamowitz said. And I won't be doing that again, mostly because it just takes too long to read. As we have said all along, there's no evidence to suggest that any laws were broken. Yep, okay. That's what happens in New York. Initial investigation was headed by former Manhattan District Attorney Cyril Vance Jr. The office is now headed by current District Attorney Alvin Bragg, who was elected in November of 2021. The probe was opened after New York Attorney General Letitia James last year revealed that the State Department Health underreported COVID-19 deaths by as much as 50% while Cuomo was in office. But no laws were ever broken. Why didn't you file the charges then, stupid? James said at the time that Cuomo's administration directed nursing homes to accept patients who tested positive or may have contracted the COOF, the illness cause. Yes, we know. Early on in Cuomo's pandemic response, before his memoirs ended up going to print. So, okay, with this coming to light, is he going to get the money back from the book? Oh, no, wait, that was funded by the state, and that's a different but equally disgusting reality as well. As the pandemic and our investigation continues, it is imperative that we understand why the residents of nursing homes in New York unnecessarily suffered as much at such an alarming rate, James said at the time. While we cannot bring back the individuals we lost in the crisis, the report seeks to offer transparency that the public deserves and spur increased action to protect our most vulnerable residents. And remember, vote for me in the upcoming 2022 governor's election. And then she ended up dropping out. Letitia James, this is, by the way, she was running. She was going to try to oppose Cuomo at the time before he stepped down. So, and now she's just going to potentially stay on as attorney general and go on these fucking wild goose chases against Trump and, you know, not follow up on any of her accusations against Cuomo, calling him such a bad man and a sex offender and he's killing grandma, but can't back up any of this shit, or just won't. Separate investigation carried out by a Democrat-led New York Assembly. Well, it has to be. If anybody in New York is going to be doing it, they're going to be Democrats. Which was ended in November, found the Cuomo administration allegedly materially, that's a word, misrepresented data on nursing homes' COVID-19 deaths. Cuomo, however, eventually resigned from his position amid allegations of sexual harassed female subordinates, which he's not going to get charged with either, which he shouldn't be, but this is what he should get fucking hung on. In August, James's office also revealed that the former governor mistreated or harassed several women, including government staffers, but she didn't lay any charges. Cuomo has vehemently denied the harassment allegations, but ultimately stepped down amid a threat of impeachment. And what do they have to show for it? Absolutely nothing. And the world continues to fucking spin. God, New York, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? If anybody thought that there was going to be some sort of short-term recovery for New York, these are the people you're dealing with. So good luck. We got some more Democrats to dunk on, and it looks like Nancy Pelosi's time with that gavel, at least in the public spotlight, she's probably going to have her own complimentary one. And you know what? Hey, if she gets in touch with that guy who was moving that podium just a shade over a year ago, might be able to take that home too, because it looks like that bitch is finally fucking calling it a day. Just a shade over fucking 5 decades in public life. But more on that in a second. With that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.